this is Ayushi, and we are doing another live today with Dr. Palki Sharma. And we are going to talk about DIY skincare and hair care hacks today. So, if this topic interests you, please stay online and you can ask any questions related to these. And let me add Doctor to this session. Hello, how are you?
Hi, Ayushi. I'm very good. How are you?
I'm good too, thanks. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for
And
having
we
me.
have we have a list of questions for you. And just so, shall we proceed with the questions or shall we wait? I think we can start, right?
Yeah, we can start, I think, yes. Yeah.
Okay. Meanwhile, for the audience, if you have any questions, please comment below and we'll answer it for you. So the first question is how to deal with the pigmentation.
Okay. First of all, just for all the audience, let me give a brief introduction.
Yeah,
Hi,
yeah.
everyone. I'm Dr. Palki Sharma. I'm a cosmetic dermatologist, and I'm also the founder and director of PS Body, Skin, and Hair Clinic. So, as Ayushi said, the first question would be how to deal with pigmentation. I think the first thing to notice is that what kind of pigmentation is there? Are we talking about the body pigmentation or the face pigmentation? Then the treatments are based on that, actually. Second thing would be, is the pigmentation due to any post-inflammatory pigmentation? For example, a lot of people who have acne, they get a lot of pigmentation after the residual, like a residual effect of acne. Second would be a lot of people get pigmentation post-pregnancy or during pregnancy, and then it lasts a long time. So, and the third one would be if there is a pigmentation demarcation line. So they would be a little difficult to treat, but all the
Mm-hmm.
pigmentation treatments are mostly in clinic, or you give them topical treatments. They are giving some lightening agents, or if there is any, if it is due to acne. So the first and foremost important thing is to treat acne itself. So based on
Okay.
that,
So, are there any home remedies we can use for pigmentation to reduce its marks and all?
there could be, actually, you can use papaya extract. It has
Mm-hmm.
papain, so even that could help. Curd is very good. Curd is actually lactic acid, so that can do a little bit of exfoliation. That would lighten the pigmentation to, I would say, 10%, but nothing major could be done at home itself. Potato
Okay.
juice is actually one of the lightening agents that would help. One thing that I've noticed in a lot of people is that they use lemon on their face, and I would not recommend using lemon because lemon has L-ascorbic acid, and that can cause photosensitivity, that can cause you more prone to sun damage. So do not use
Mm-hmm.
lemon on your face. Other than that, papaya, potato juice are safe options.
Okay. So we have a question from Mona. She was asking how to treat dark circles.
Okay, so dark circles, for first thing to see is if she has dark circles, is it due to the pigmentation, or
Mm-hmm.
does she have sunken eyes? So both of these, if it is sunken eyes, then it is generally due to any physiological or anatomical issue. But if that is pigmentation, then that could be easily treated. Um,
Okay.
I think the first thing to do is if she's sleeping properly. This is just in general, I would say, that everyone should have at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep. That is some lifestyle
Mm-hmm.
modifications that you have to do, and not just 8 hours of sleep. Everyone generally who develop pigmentation or who develop puffy eyes should sleep somewhere around 11 o'clock at night,
Mm-hmm.
so
Okay.
that you have a balanced circadian rhythm and there's no hyperpigmentation or any puffiness around your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, at home, what you can do is you can take cucumber, potato juice, and you can cut open a green tea bag. You can and
Okay.
put the extract of the green tea bag
Mm-hmm.
in hot water, let it boil, and then keep it aside for 10 to 15 minutes to cool it down. And then add cucumber and potato juice in that, and you can freeze it and then use these ice cubes every single day. That would also help
Okay.
to lighten pigmentation.
Okay. And a lot of us suffer from hair fall during monsoon season, especially. So, what are some ways to deal with it?
For hair fall, I would say the first and foremost thing to do is to see if you are on a supplement or not. Because generally, I think because of stress, not just because of monsoon or weather, it is because of stress also. A lot of people
Mm-hmm.
have iron deficiency anemia, so that is one of the major cause for hair fall. Or if you have generally you
Okay.
have any other deficiencies, so
Mm-hmm.
treat that first of all. Start with a good multivitamin, maybe that has biotin or iron in it. There are a lot of hair supplements and skin supplements in the market available now. Choose an FDA approved one and with proper composition and concentration and start those. Secondly,
Okay.
what you can do is if you have hair fall, do not oil your hair, especially in monsoons, because that would
Okay.
clog your hair follicles
Mm-hmm.
and that would actually make them more weak. So they are more prone to falling.
Oh,
Third would be yes, and actually
I
there
didn't
is
know
one more
that.
thing. Yeah, oiling is not recommended if you have hair fall
Mm-hmm.
and you have dandruff. So do not
Okay.
oil. And secondly, I think not everybody knows the real technique of oiling. So everybody's like, even if you tell them to do a gentle massage, so I'm not sure if they're massaging with their fingers or they're massaging with their nails. So even your
Mm-hmm.
nails could damage the hair follicles if they are weak.
Okay.
So do not do that. So oiling is a big no. You can
Hmm.
actually do oil masks rather than oiling. So just apply an oil mask maybe an hour before washing, and I think that will do great for especially for people who have frizzy hair or have hair fall. Second option would be a lot of people, just because of lockdown also, I've seen a lot of people have started working out. So if you do
Mm-hmm.
work out every single day, then you are sweating a lot, and then the sweat generally evaporates, but the sweat salts, they get clogged in your hair follicles. So you have to rinse, at least if not washing your hair, you have to rinse your hair every single day if you're working out, or in general you should wash your hair 2 to 3 times a day, 2 to 3 times a week, sorry.
Okay.
So
So
this is the
do we need to, yeah, do we need to change our hair care products with seasons?
I would say it's basically it depends on the hair concern. So if you
Okay.
have dandruff, yes. So if you have dandruff, change your hair care product. Use something that has selenium in it, or maybe something that has mint base. So use those when you have dandruff. When you have hair fall, then you should use something else. You should switch to a shampoo that is better for hair fall. There are a lot of shampoos nowadays available for hair fall, so you can
Mm-hmm.
use them. And secondly, if there is monsoon season, like I said, no oiling, you can use a good conditioner. One
Hmm.
tip I would give everybody is to use rice water for hair. It does wonders.
Okay.
Rice water is, you must have seen like a lot of Korean brands. They are
Yeah,
based on,
yeah, right.
so rice water is really good for skin and for hair. So instead
Okay.
of conditioner, like in monsoon
Mm-hmm.
season, if you don't want to put too much conditioner because you feel that your scalp gets oily, or generally you just feel like your hair is getting stickier. So what you can
Right.
do is rice water instead of conditioner.
Okay. So, what are like home remedies to, okay, that I've asked. So, what are the remedies to improve our hair quality?
Hair quality, same as I said before, use a good supplement. Supplement is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, yoga. Yoga is very good for if you have any kind
Okay.
of hair issues. Yes. So there are few
Mm-hmm.
like downward dog position or camel pose. So you should definitely
Okay.
try this if you're suffering from hair fall. A third would
Mm-hmm.
be, like I said, apply oil hair masks and do not do overnight oiling. Even if you have normal scalp, overnight oiling is a
No.
no. Definite no. Yes.
Okay.
So especially if you're doing it with coconut oil, because you must have
Mm-hmm.
noticed like coconut oil also it freezes in temperature around which is less than somewhere around 20 to 18 degrees. So coconut oil freezes. So that's why,
Mm-hmm.
for example, if you're applying it on your hair, and generally a lot of people are they have a AC at their home. So I mean to say that generally everybody lives in 18 or 20-degree maximum. This is their normal
Right.
home
Hmm.
environment. So the same oil would clog your hair follicles as well. So do not
Oh.
use overnight oil. Just
Mm-hmm.
apply any oil 1 to 2 hours before washing your hair.
Okay. Okay. So we have a question from Mandy. She's asking, I have sunken eyes. What to do for that?
So if you have sunken eyes, there is only one treatment, unfortunately, and that is fillers. And I think people are not open to talk about fillers. They think it is a
Mm-hmm.
taboo. But if you have sunken eyes, what happens is the support between your eye sockets and your eye, it reduces. So your eyes get deeper into the socket that gives them a sunken appearance. So you might not have
Mm-hmm.
pigmentation around the eyes, for example, here, but because of the light reflect, it tends to look more dark. So the only option would be tear trough fillers for sunken eyes. But if you
Okay.
have tired eyes or if you have pigmentation, then there are treatments for that. There are laser
Mhm.
treatments you can get done. You can get laser lightening done, or you can go for some lightening agents around your eyes. You can even start using retinol for that matter. There are mild retinol
Mhm.
forms that are especially for eyes. You can start using that, even that would do wonders.
So how important is it to use eye creams?
Eye creams, I would suggest everyone who's in their 30s should use eye creams.
Mhm.
But if you have any
Okay.
concern, for example, you have pigmentation or you have darkness or you have puffiness, then, or you have just generally tired eyes, so you should
Mhm.
start using them by the age of 25. There
Okay.
are actually different eye creams as per your
Mhm.
concern. One would be, there are only two that I would recommend. So whenever you're choosing an eye cream, see if it has hyaluronic acid. So if you have dehydrated eyes, like if you want some rejuvenation or you have tired eyes,
Mhm.
so it should have hyaluronic acid in it. But if you are
Okay.
looking for something, for example, you have crow's feet or you get those smile lines around your eyes,
Mhm.
or if you have fine lines around your eyes, then use a retinol based eye cream. Start
Okay.
using it. One other tip would be that you start using retinol eye creams at night, and then you can switch as per your concern. You can use it twice a day, but start using with once a day application.
Okay. So in Indian weather, especially during summers, a lot of us go through summer tans and all. So what are some home remedies to deal with tan removal?
Okay, so for tan removal, see, the first thing I would stress upon is use a sunblock or a sunscreen,
Mhm.
whichever you're
Okay.
comfortable with. Always apply it on the exposed areas and reapply it after every 2 hours. So reapplication is a must. For example, if you are using a sunscreen of SPF 50, but after 2 hours, it gets degraded to SPF 15. So that is why there is
Mhm.
a need to reapply it. So use a sunscreen even when you're indoors. Use at least SPF 30 minimum for Indian skin tone. You can build it up to SPF 50. And but if you have already gotten a tan, then there are some home remedies that you can do. If you have oily skin, I would recommend using rice water and honey. You can make a paste of it,
Mhm.
or maybe it will be like a fluid consistency, and then you can apply it with cotton, leave it there for some time, maybe 15 to 30 minutes, and then wash it off. For normal
Okay.
skin and for dry skin, you can use lentil powder, masoor dal powder, and then you can
Mhm.
add tomato juice in it and aloe vera. And then you can
Okay.
again, it will actually form like a scrub. So you apply it and then remove it by scrubbing.
Okay. So, and for brides to be, a lot of us go through stress during the wedding season, especially when our wedding is approaching. So, how to tackle with that stress?
I
Acne.
Oh, you mean to say acne?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So a lot of people get acne because of stress. A lot of people get
Mhm.
acne before when they are PMSing also. So anything that if you generally a lot of stress acne occurs on your chin or maybe on your cheeks if you're prone to it. So there
Mhm.
is an easy hack for that. So whenever you get an acne and it just before your D day, what you can do is always keep 2.5% benzoyl peroxide tube handy. Always keep it with you. So you can
Okay.
just apply a little bit of that, maybe just a little drop on your acne, and then top it up with a layer of Vaseline. So this will
Okay.
take care of the acne. It will dry it up sooner. It's kind of like a spot treatment. And second thing would be have lots of water. So whenever you think you're getting stressed or you have to go out, like for brides to be, they are always out shopping or something is going on or they have to go for a
Mhm.
function.
Right.
So keep yourself hydrated. That is very important. Secondly is like
Okay.
for all the brides to be, I think they put a lot of makeup also because they are going for trials or for any function or meeting the in-laws
Mhm.
itself. So you tend to put a lot of makeup. So
Yeah.
if it is a summer wedding, please keep it very light. At least keep a gel-based moisturizer. So even if you're topping it up with a lot of makeup products, it will not affect your skin. And always remove your makeup. Like at night before sleeping, you have to. That is a must. So always remove your
Mhm.
makeup.
Okay. So we have a question from Seema. She's asking any home remedies for blemishes.
Blemishes, I would say not necessarily. I generally don't give home remedies for blemishes or for pigmentation for the same fact because you don't know what you're putting on your skin. It might burn also. Maybe just what you can do is take a little bit of green tea and add potato juice in it, freeze it, and then apply it on your skin. That would help a little bit, just 10 to 20%, but not more than that. Sorry. What you need is a good cream, a good lightening agent, and something that would just lighten up your skin.
Okay. So this is the most popular question. Can you suggest some DIY masks for glowing skin?
Okay, so for glowing skin, first of all, please drink plenty of water. And you can take a green shot in the morning. That is one day. So the thing is, you have to eat healthy to look healthy. So you have to eat nicely, eat like have a proper diet to have a glowing skin as well. So improve
Yeah.
your hydration. Take a green smoothie. It could be anything, like whichever you prefer, or but it should have amla, it should have ginger, and a little bit of kale, maybe if that's available, or you can add tulsi to it, and spinach as well. So just make a smoothie out of it. You can add beetroot, whatever you like. Just add something, add veggies, and then take a shot in the
Okay.
morning. So this is it. And for packs, I would say this. What you can do is anything for glowing. You need vitamin C. So if you want a glowing skin, vitamin C is the most important factor. So start taking a vitamin C supplement as well. Any tablets, there are a lot of tablets in the market, so start taking at least 500 milligram a day. You can build it up to 1000. Even during COVID times, vitamin C has proven to be beneficial to boost immunity.
Right.
So yeah, that would be the second thing. And mask, I would say, take amla powder, mix it with a little bit of aloe vera juice, and then apply it on your face. That would help. Or what you can do is amla powder, mix it with green tea, freeze it, and then use that ice cube on your face, like before stepping out. Like if you have a function in the evening, do it in the afternoon. That would
Okay.
help. That would shrink the pores as well and make your skin look rejuvenated.
Okay. We have a question from Muskan. She is asking any home remedies for to treat dark lips and dry lips.
For dark and dry lips, I think the first is hydration. Second would be don't smack your lips. So a lot of people have this tendency, like whenever they have dry lips, they kind of like they smack it, or they apply, they apply their saliva on it.
Hmm.
They do not use proper lip balm. So that would actually cause more darkening because saliva has ingredients. It has some active ingredients that can actually cause darkening of lips. So do
Yeah.
not do. Say a third thing would be to apply a sunblock on your lips as well. So whenever you're stepping out, do apply a sunblock. And for you, for all those people who have dark lips, those 9 to 5 lipsticks that you have seen, you must have seen the ads, they are a big
Yeah.
no. Anything that
Okay.
is staying, any matte lipstick, any staying lipstick for more than 2 hours is definitely a no-no for you. Do not use
Oh,
them. Yeah, and
okay.
maybe use some organic based products. There is
Mm-hmm.
a You can use one homemade lip scrub that has coffee, brown sugar, and a
Okay.
little bit of curd, and then just make it in a paste form and then apply it on your lips and do a little exfoliation. That would also help with lip lightening.
Okay. So, what is the best skincare regime we can follow according to you?
I think there should be 3 products that is a must for everyone. So
Mm-hmm.
skincare regime basically depends on your age. So if you are in your 20s, I would definitely recommend you using a sunblock in your early 20s. That is a must. Definitely start using that. But in your late 20s, you have to add at least a vitamin C and a retinol. Retinol
Okay.
could you can generally build up. Maybe you can start in your early 30s. But vitamin C and a sunblock and a good face wash based on your skin type.
Okay. Yeah. So, we have another question. Priyanka, she asked, I have very dry skin. Please recommend good moisturizer.
So, Priyanka, I think it's important to know why do you have a dry skin, because there could be multiple reasons for that. Is it dry or is it dehydrated? We need to figure that out first. But
Mm-hmm.
generally, for everyone who has a dry skin, and are you talking about your body skin or face skin? That is also different. So,
Mm-hmm.
anybody who has dry skin, there is one thing that I recommend to everyone, and that is use coconut oil. It is very good for all the skin type, but what you have to do is do not use it on dry skin. So you
Okay.
take a bath, and when you do not use a towel. So when your body is wet, apply coconut oil on wet body, because what it does is oil would trap the water, and that would keep
Mm-hmm.
your body hydrated for a longer time. So this is the
Okay.
right way of applying oils to body. Do not apply oil to dry body. That would actually cause more dryness.
Okay. We have another question from Nikita. She is asking, just a second. Suggest good face wash for dry skin.
Good face wash for dry skin. I think there are a lot of brands in the market. Do not buy anything just because you've seen the ad for it. Please read the
Mm.
ingredients. Any people who have dry skin and do not have acne, so you can go for any face wash that has cocoa butter, shea butter, or palmitate in it. Bioderm, Etoderm is a very good moisturizer for dry skin. Sebamed is a good one. Cetaphil is a good one. These are some of the examples.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So there's another question from Muskan. She's asking, is charcoal mask good for your from your point of view?
Charcoal mask, actually, there are mixed reviews on that. I have personally never used it, so
Okay.
I've never prescribed it to any of my client or my
Okay.
patient, because the thing is that I don't know what they are sourcing it from. Is it an actual charcoal mask, or is it a dye? Because a lot of people who have used dye-based charcoal masks, they actually did not have very good things to say about it. And secondly, it caused a lot of irritation if you already have a sensitive skin. Secondly, I would say I've seen a lot of people use those peel off charcoal masks.
Right.
Um,
I
in
think
my
it causes
opinion,
dryness also.
yeah. But I think in my opinion, I would say no. I am not
Okay.
fond of charcoal masks actually.
Okay. So we have a question from Mamta. She's asking, are night serums important to use?
Night serums, I think serums basically, let's just talk about serums itself. So if
Yeah.
you have dry skin, serums are for you. If you have oily skin, then please do not use serums. They are not made for you. So definitely anything, serums do have a better absorption than using a cream itself, but only for dry
Mhm.
skin. So yeah, definitely. And it depends on what type of serum are you asking about.
Okay. So what are the do's and don'ts of getting good skin, according to you?
Do's and don'ts. See, do's, I would say at least wash your face twice a day, morning and evening,
Okay.
whether you were indoors all day. So why is it important is, like, in the morning, what you can do is, like, if you're washing your face, that means you're getting rid of all the oil that
Mhm.
developed during the night. And if you're washing it in the evening, you are getting rid of the oil and the dirt that collected on your face during the day. So wash it twice. Apply a sunblock when you're stepping out. Apply a sunblock when you are inside. You can actually switch between 30 to 50. So when you're stepping out, at least use an SPF 30 or 50. And when you're indoors, use SPF 30, at least, yeah, SPF 30 for Indian skin tone. And keep yourself hydrated. Drink a lot of water. Eat a lot of
Hmm.
vegetables. Include fruits in your diet. That is also a must. And yeah,
Okay.
that's. And if you use makeup, then do remove your makeup every night before sleeping, and keep your makeup brushes. And if you're using those what do you call those? The way in from which you tap your makeup, any kind of makeup tools that you're
Yeah.
using. Yes.
Right. Right.
So keep them
Okay.
clean.
Mm-hmm. So what is the difference between sunscreen and sunblock?
So sunscreen, actually, there are two. There are physical form, and then it is chemical form. And sunblock is just something that you apply on your skin, or anything that blocks the sun rays. And sunscreen has a chemical formula that kind of reflects back the
Mm-hmm.
sun rays. So that is the
Mm-hmm.
only difference between them.
Okay. And we have another question from Muskan. She's asking how to treat blackheads.
For blackheads, I think it's very important to use a good exfoliator. So the exfoliator
Mm-hmm.
could be in a form of face wash that you use, or it could be a scrub that you're using. So I think that is it. Maybe you can get it chemically treated as well, or you can go for peels. For in-clinic treatments, you can get them removed from your doctor. That is the
Mm-hmm.
safest way of getting it treated. Other than
Okay.
that, if you are just using it home, then please use a good salicylic acid based face wash, or a glycolic acid based face wash. Or if you do not use face wash on your face, then maybe milk and curd.
Okay. So we have another question from the audience. She was asking that what kind of facials are good for acne-prone skin?
Okay, so if you have active acne, please do not go for facials. Not the salon facials. I would not recommend it to anybody. You can
Okay.
definitely go for some in-clinic treatments. We have generally. I'm just talking about generally with all the doctors. They have a good facial techniques. They know what the products they are using. Everything is medicated. Everything is cleaned and sterilized. So hydrofacial is a good example if you want to go for that. But saloon facials, I cannot comment because I don't know what they're putting on your face, what type of cream they are doing. If you have dry skin with acne or oily skin with acne,
Yeah.
I would not recommend you using going for facials, especially when you have active acne.
Okay. So what are the probable causes of acne on the back?
Okay,
Like,
so with back, the first thing would be if you have dandruff. So if you have
hmm.
dandruff on your scalp, then definitely the dandruff falls on your back and then it can
Okay.
cause acne. So that is one of the causes. Second would be hormonal. A lot of people like in puberty age or gets a lot of acne. That is because of hormonal. Third would be that men, in cases of men, they have hair follicles and a lot of hair follicles on their back, so even they get
Yeah.
trapped because of excessive sebum production. So that is one of the reason. One of the reason is working out and not taking proper hygiene. So when you're working out, you're sweating a lot, and the sweat salts again they can clog your pores and cause acne.
Okay.
And tight
Uh,
clothing as well. So if you're wearing
okay.
those nylon-based clothes, and that can also cause acne. So wear loose if you have back acne. Wear loose cotton-based clothes.
Okay. So, would you recommend shaving facial hair?
Yeah, definitely. I'm a
That-
big fan of that. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Shaving is actually better than getting it waxed, and people
Hmm.
have this myth that shaving would actually increase your hair growth or make it more
Yeah.
darker or make it more thicker. It doesn't happen that way. It will not. So shaving is actually a better way of getting rid of your facial hair than waxing. Secondly, what it does is when you're shaving it, it also removes the top dead layer of the skin. So you get that instant glow as well. So if
Okay.
anybody, I know a lot of people were not able to go for their laser hair reduction during this lockdown. So do
Yeah.
not only get it shaved, like do shaving. Um, I think it's better than getting it waxed or bleached.
Okay. So, what are your views on Botox and lip fillers?
I think they work wonders actually, and I think it's a personal decision. But the
Hmm.
taboo that has been associated with Botox and fillers is wrong. So Botox actually does is used for different reasons, and fillers is actually used for different reasons. So Botox is more if you have wrinkles and fine lines, especially on the top half of your face. So
Hmm.
anything above here is Botox, and below generally we do fillers. So it depends
Okay.
on what concern you have, but I think it is safe. I have actually seen people getting Botox starting from the age of 20 itself, because I had some uh, patients of mine who were from Thailand. So they have started getting Botox at the age of 20s. I think in Indian females, they generally start Botox for fine lines and wrinkles. They start from the
Mhm.
age of 30s, and I think it's absolutely fine. It is a personal decision.
Mhm.
Other than that, Botox has been used for other skin issues as well. It is used for if you have excessive sweating or if you have gummy smile, then also Botox is used. And if anything, if you have like fine lines or very fine lines on your forehead, then micro
Mhm.
Botox could be used. There's something called baby
Okay.
Botox or meso Botox. So there are a
Okay.
lot of different modalities
Hmm.
available based on the skin concern.
Okay. So we have a question from Pasi Reddy. She's asking, cinnamon, how can it help in healing acne scars?
Acne scars, I wouldn't say. I think cinnamon is a great product to use. A lot of people generally add cinnamon in their face masks also, but nothing works on acne scars, unfortunately. I think you're just wasting your time and money if you're putting anything, not just cinnamon, anything on your acne
Mhm.
scars, because acne scars need an active treatment. They need an in clinic treatment. For example, you might go for microneedling or some superficial peels, even laser treatments, but nothing else works. Sorry.
Okay. So what are some skin treatments that you would suggest for brides to be?
I think brides to be, if it depends on, see, for example, if your marriage is in another 2 to 3 months, then there are a lot of options that you can do. If it is just in 1 month, then we have to see what we can do the best. But a lot of people go for body polishing and skin brightening. So I would say
Okay.
whenever you're going for that, please see what product you're getting, because a lot of people get pre-bridals in salons. So if you're opting a salon, make sure what they're using on your skin, because you don't want to get any kind of bad experience from there. So one thing what I've noticed is that generally a lot of salons, they offer their pre-bridal services and they want you to get it done in one single day. Please do not do
Right.
that. If you're getting a detan, do not get bleach for another 3 days. So please make sure
Okay.
that you are keeping a gap of at least 3 days between two active treatments like a detan or a bleach and facial, or bleach and waxing. So there should be a gap of 3 days in between. Other
Okay.
than that, go for good facials. They are good. Something, anything. A lot of people nowadays have started Hydra facial before their D-day. So that is a good option. You can get something infused, like infusion treatments. You can get vitamins infused in your skin if there is an option available in your city. So that's one of the good options. And drink lots of water. Take green smoothie and take a good supplement, especially anything that has vitamin C.
Okay, that's a really good advice. And let me check if we have covered all the questions. Um, I think we had one more question from Mamta that we missed. Yeah, any serum suggestions? Sorry, any for dry skin, suggest any serum? She's asking.
So if you're looking for hydration, then I would say anything that has hyaluronic acid in it. Or if you're looking for any skin concern that you have, maybe like a little bit of dullness, or you want even skin tone, then any serum that has vitamin C, grapeseed extract, that would
Okay,
be.
okay. So I think we have covered most of the things here. And thank you so much for joining us today. It
Thank
was
you.
a pleasure to have you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ayushi. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a nice evening.
Thank you. You too.
Okay, bye.
Bye.